So actually, a couple of people suggested that I find a better map, more attractive map. I told them, no, this is what it deserves. Yeah. So you can see the date on this is 2001, and yeah, it's a little dismal, but so are most of the buildings. So. We went back to council, this was the direction then, and they affirmed. Hey, then we go to option number 2, explore redevelopment of the existing Civic Center campus buildings at the existing Civic Center site via a public-private partnership model with the main library relocated to the community center. But this was, and remains today, the marching orders that we have to date. Here's where we were going to start, with a public-private partnership model still clearly in our mind, and to explore that. And the first thing that we would have done, or will do if you reaffirm that, is make a decision. Do we want to talk about an exclusive agreement with a particular private partner, or do we want to put this out in a competitive manner, out to all kinds of private people and say, what's the best deal we can get? And Gary had always intended even to go that route. The next step would be a community engagement process to help determine that answer. But it would have already prescribed the public-private partnership. We would not have been entertaining other models.
We also need a market analysis so that we're informed early on, what are we negotiating with? When we're sitting at the table or council's deliberating on an option, you guys understand the value of the land. The one thing that I said very powerfully in my office is that, when developers are coming to knock on your door and they're urgently wanting to meet with you, it really sends some signals just around the value of what we're dealing with here.
I mean, I have a sense that there may be some who feel they have the solution, and if they can get sort of just bare majority support for solution, that's good enough. And I just question if that's the best way to get the best. When I look at our budget, we've got, over the time frame that was discussed here in this study of this issue, we've gone from a small amount owed on pensions to $22 million a year accrual and $280 million. We've gone to fully providing for our sidewalks to now having a deficit that we'll hear about later that's either somewhere between 12 and 25 million in the 20-year view. We've gone from funding park infrastructure with general fund to not doing that, right? Having a big gap, and then increasing park dedication fees to essentially offset what used to be a general fund expenditure. So we've kept crowding our general fund budget, and we don't have anything to put away for reserves. And I haven't heard anything here that talks about how this project is going to help us with that. It helps the work environment, but there are other ways to help the work environment. You thoroughly discuss, and then, to the extent that you list different options and you thoroughly discuss them in a public venue, then the public can get understanding of how you got funneled down into the thing we're all talking about right now. I feel like we went to the bottom of the funnel and said, well, this is it. We want flavor A or flavor B. And I feel like we should back up and bring the whole community along with what were the different problems you were trying to solve. Our head count is way down, right? From when I first heard about this, our head count's down by, 200 or something like that. I don't know. Partnering. What in our experience tells us that we would enjoy partnering on a large real estate project. We have some experience in the downtown with being sort of not even a partner, but just a facilitator. It's been a horrible experience to have. We have a terrible record at doing that. The downtown is just a big monument to not being able to manage, to participate in a large project. So what has changed that tells us, oh, how we could do that now? Another question. So is land a good investment in Silicon Valley? Historically, has it been a good investment? I think most people would say yes. I'm not aware of predictions that that's going to radically change or change at all. And so in that case, if I own land and I know that I have a use for the land, I cannot understand why I would be interested in selling it. I don't understand that.
If you entered into a public-private partnership, what are the ground rules for you if you had any? Or what are the worries that you would have about?
A big worry up front when I hear about a 99-year ground lease. 99 years is a long time.
The private-public discussion has been, oh, here, the 14 acres or whatever it is, that it's the whole shop. Maybe there's a private-public section in there that says, here, that makes sense for 2 acres of it, you know, or
One
something.
of the things that's really exciting in the conversation in the last few years with the discussion of having a facility in the downtown. We haven't discussed that at all here for whatever reason, but I believe we do own property in the downtown. We're still paying debt costs on, in addition to the certificate of participation we'll be paying on the facility from Mud the HVAC. We'll be paying for that for years probably after we've torn it down. So really, the idea of, I think my case for this is sufficiently weak that I don't want to put it in front of the voters. I want to tell you something about your ideas. I mean, really, we have a great big organization with a big budget and a lot of smart people, and the best idea we can come up with is not one that we think would get voter support, so therefore let's not ask them. I don't agree with that at all. There's a big parking garage at the corner of Sunnyvale, and I think it's Iowa. Isn't that ours?
We do own a multi-level parking structure downtown.
We could tear it down and put something there.
If Funny's under authority of downtown land ownership, and I am. Don't we own part of the Macy's parking lot too?
Oh, the surface lot?
Yeah.
Part of it, yes. One of the
and they're going to be popular in some circumstances. And whether it's voter approved or not, we have to have the will to go down it. And that shouldn't force us to go down a voter approved path simply because it might be hard.
It's hard for me to value. What was the value of giving away a huge parcel in the middle of Silicon Valley? I mean, there's this value today, but we as a city would value things differently than a private developer. We have long-term needs. If you give away the capability of having many acres, you've actually given away the capability of the entire community to develop to a higher level. That's hugely valuable. The value of real income and real property for everybody in our city dwarfs anything we do. Our little measly little finances are small. We're just a little service delivery in a huge economy. It's our city. You compared that economy if you gave away something we needed.
Well, I need to have some land experts help me understand the value of the asset, the complex, which I believe is close to 18 acres. And we need to